welcome over here to the Dascar Red Bull Knockout Series Season 6 2016 here on Ziggo Sports. We're here for race number 5 and that means we're halfway through this season. So that's good news for the drivers that are still left, but also a little bit of bad news because that means that the chance of getting knocked out is getting bigger and bigger because there are fewer cars on the racetrack. So looking at the percentages, the chance that you get knocked out is bigger. So that said, we had 2 races yesterday, which had one wreck-free race and one race which had a pretty big wreck. No flips though, that's good news. And unfortunately, after race number 4, we saw 4 drivers getting knocked out, and those were Nicky Maxwell in the 16, Eric Hayden in the 25, the 33 of Blaine Keys, and the 51 of Mitch Brett. So unfortunately they are not here anymore, and the winner of that race was this driver, Gabe Williams. So that means that Gabe Williams is once again up front, and that means that she has won now 2 of the 4 races. So very impressive run so far by Miss Williams, or Mrs. Williams, I don't even know. So as we skim through the field, still 4 more races to go in which pretty much anything can happen. So it's still very much open, and well, I'm pretty sure that these drivers are starting to feel a bit more pressure than in the previous 4 races. Well, the 4th race was already quite chaotic and with a lot of 6 wide and aggressive moves, so expecting the same thing for this race as well as the next 4 races, as the other, or the next 3 races I should say, and of course the finale. So the cars are rolling with Gabe Williams in the 01 car up front. So lagging a little bit, and well, a little bit is an understatement, but will be better. So cars coming through turn number 4, getting ready for race number 5. How many cars do we have on track? 26 cars on track. Means that of those 26 cars, still 16 have to be get rid of, have to be eliminated, and 10 will survive. So still more than half of the field will not be in the finale. So well, that's a big thing, and everybody now is saying, well, okay, first part of the season is done, now the second part is starting. So everybody on their feet, everybody getting ready. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble for race number 5 here at St. Jultus Quad Oval Mega Speedway. The green flag is out. Gabe Williams having a pretty good start, getting a push from the 0 car of Molly Black. Well, just leaning right behind her, taking it easy. The 8 car is going all the way down low. Justin Carter, that is, he has been up front also multiple times this season. And the 94 car of Cal Bachelia, also same story. And Gabe Williams still up front. The 0 car is now kicked up the racetrack, and by the number 8 car of Justin Carter, as we are onto the backstretch. And as soon as somebody makes a move on that 01 car, then things are going to escalate really quickly. Then we're going to see a lot of passes. But first, ice has to be broken. First, that 01 car has to be passed. And it seems like Justin Carter is going to try to do so. Going into the last turn. Here he comes to the inside. Justin Carter, that is. Man, stop lagging, for goddamn sake. Something that I really cannot take. So anyway, Justin Carter now taking over the lead, and will he cross the line in first? I think so, but because of the lag I did not see. I can look pretty quickly. Yes indeed, it was with a very small margin though. And look at those cars just right behind there. All 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. 47 car of Daniel Bucar is there as well. There's the other Miller light over the Miller car as well, but he's getting kicked up in the mid lane as the 22 car moves down low of Logan Claudel. That is going into turn number 2, or coming out of turn number 2, onto the backstretch again, and it's still Justin Carter up front. Justin Carter, oh, look at how aggressive these guys are. They are seriously now 6 wide. I have a bad feeling about this, and hopefully they can survive it for a little bit longer. As we are now on the backstretch, look at John Cittadino in the number 31 car. He has now taken over the lead. But they are 5 wide. They are even 6 wide for the lead. Oh, look out there, number 21 and the 4 car racing very, very closely together. And John Cittadino has been kicked already back as we got all the way down low at the number 9 car who takes the white flag. I don't even know if he was up front, but he is for sure now. Look at this field, everybody very close together, 5 wide all around this racetrack. Everybody within 0.33 of a second, and you already can feel things go wrong, very, very much wrong over here as the 22-6 car is now taking over the lead. Well, at least now, yes. Oh, and there we go. And that was indeed expected. We're going to have a big run over here on the backstretch as the 42 car is one of the cars that was involved and flipping over. So Alba Wannerly not looking good for her. But now the focus for now will be up front. Who will win this race? The 26 car right in front. The 30 car of Arthur Baranowskis, who will make a move to the inside. This is going to be a side-by-side finish. If they are careful, can we finally gonna see a close finish this season? Look at this, look at this. It is Steven Werner versus Arthur Baranowskis through the final turn. Here we go, onto the front stretch. Who's gonna win it of the two? It's gonna be a very close one. But I think Arthur Baranowskis has won this thing. In what a fashion. Look at all those cars finishing. And there are quite some cars involved in this wreck. I can tell you that there are only 7 cars or something in the lead group. And everybody else was involved or had, well, something to do with that accident. Gabe Williams just crossing the screen. That's not good for her. She is already pretty far behind, but there are some more cars behind there. 55, 21 and somebody else. So I think Gabe Williams will be fine. There's the 28 car of Rocco Twyman smoking severely. So that's not good for Rocco Twyman. Teammate Grayson Acavito is already out. And look at all those other cars on pit road. But we want to go to this lead. Confirmation indeed. It was Arthur Baranowskis who has won this race. And the margin is gonna be made public right now. Here we go. The margin was 5/1000ths of a second. So that was indeed very, very close. So a couple of cars still have to make it back around. It's not looking good for a couple of those drivers. So waiting for the standings to be official. And then we're gonna take a look at what all happened, because good grief. Rocco Twyman has retired with a oil pressure problem. I don't know on who we are actually waiting. So now it's conflict. Okay, now we got it. It is official. So, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Rocco Twyman is one of the lucky ones, because he made it, and unfortunately the last 4 drivers did not. And those drivers are Sander Koers in the number 45 car. That's the last one from the team to retire, so they are all out. Logan Claudel in the number 22 car is also out, and that's a tough break for the Claudels, because Max Claudel was already out. So Arena McShane in the 38 car, that is a big surprise, because we had expected a lot of her. Has started on the front row for 3 of the first 4 races, has a victory this season. So, well, unfortunately it is over now for Arena McShane, and also Alba Monolith being the second car from the team to go out. So that was one chaotic race, and I'm pretty sure the next few races are going to be exactly the same way. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at this incredibly big crash. We once again had cars flip over, so let's go quickly to the replays. We got Arthur Baranowskis as your winner. She will be on pole for race number 6. And out are now Sander Koers in the 45, Logan Claudel in the 22, Arena McShane in the 38, and Alba Wanley in the 42. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at those replays. So we are back again, and we're going to take a look at these replays. By the way, I do have to say that I have a bit of a bleeding nose, so I may have to go away if it gets worse, but for now it's still fine. So DJ Kurker in the number 1 car, he was the first one to go sideways through the field and take out a whole bunch of cars, but definitely was not the only one. It started off with the other Skull car, 0 car there of Molly Black. She made contact with the 94 car, and that's the 94 of Kyle Bachelia. And eventually there 3 cars go into the wall. We see the 4 car go up on his roof, Annie Thomas that is, so up on her roof it is, and that front, yeah, multiple cars just spin around. So look at this, there's another car flipping over, that's the 38 car. So, well, and there's another car flipping over, So a couple of cars have gone over. I think that might be the number 9 car. Right there. That is. No, the 42 of Albert Wanderley, that is. So Wanderley, remember, it was Gabriel Wanderley who had a huge flip at exactly the same spot on the racetrack as well. And he broke the flip record. So 29 flips it was for him. And now Albert Wanderley is going to have the same face, except for that, well, she didn't flip over that many times, but still. Good grief. And here we see a couple of other cars. And we are going to have to take a look at the others a couple of moments. So it started off with Kyle Bashalia making contact with the 0 car, and that eventually will shoot them all up the racetrack. Then the 94 car came also down, took out the 98 car and multiple other cars. So here they were just spinning. It's just a matter of spinning. There, 42 car goes on track, and I have to make sure that nobody else gets plow drived. But I think, well, for some reason they all made it through, sort of. So there's 22 car of Logan Claudel, also one of the cars that got, well, that's out. So this is bad. So. Okay, and there's Sonic Horse in number 45 car. I don't think she made it back around. Well, she did make it back around on pit road, but one of the cars to, one of the other cars to retire from this deal. So look at how close they were. The 0 car, I'm not sure if the 0 moved up the racetrack or the 94 car just moved down. I think it's the latter one, sort of, but well. Can't blame Kyle Bashalia so much for it, because of a very difficult position he was in. And I think we are having 2 flips in this deal. So I will count it in a few moments just to make sure. There, number 94 car spins around. So the 42 car is one of the cars that flipped over. Arena McShane is the other one. Shame we cannot get a better camera angle. Here are cars just spinning around, but well, the 38 car is also going for a big flip. I don't think the number 4 car has tumbled over though, so I probably will leave us with just 2 flips. Well, just 2 flips. That's already quite crazy, but still it is St. Joltis, so we've seen crazier stuff happen this season as well. So don't even know how many cars flipped over in the first deal. Arena McShane, let's go on board with her. Here we go. So pretty much, yeah, not really somewhere to go. And this whole series is just a matter of having luck. I think Arena McShane flipped over around 9, 10 or 11 times or something. So definitely not a record. No, that's not gonna happen. It wasn't 29 flips. So let's go on board with the other car that flipped over Albert Wanderley. Here in the 42 car. Right behind, well, the 45 car is one of them. Yeah. On the roof now. So indeed, both Albert Wanderley and Arena McShane flipped over, and both are also out of this whole deal. So that's very unfortunate for them. And look at how few cars have made it back around without damage. I think that these guys were all involved, and that means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars indeed, without any trouble, have made it around. So let's go with the helicopter view. Look at Audrey Bernaskis. This is to the victory. So the left stretch, I'm not sure if it's the left stretch or the right one, the third stretch, goes to the inside of Steven Werner in number 26 car. Side by side they go onto the front stretch. Look at the 30 car nose ahead, but look at the 26 car coming back on the high side though. Coming back, but it was too late. So a great win for Audrey Bernaskis. I'm not sure, I think it might actually be her first win in this series. So we're gonna go on board, not with one of the 2 leaders, but with somebody who had a bird's eye view of everything. And that is, well, actually not really a bird's eye view, but on board with Mitch Carter in the number 9 car, right behind everybody, right behind Audrey Bernaskis and Steven Werner, battling it out. Here they come, here they come, here they come. 30 car makes the move, makes the pass. The 26 car tries to come back around, 9 slides in behind, and that was the line. So indeed going over this racetrack with 272 miles per hour. That is insane. Looking at the margin of victory, I mean, look at this. Wow, that is how close it was. So with that margin of victory, Andrei Baranowskis has won this race. So that's a good job by the Lithuanian, who is going to move on to the next round indeed. So that's good news for Andrei Baranowskis. And not only that, she will start on pole for race number 6. And unfortunately, not with us anymore will be Sander Kors, Logan Claudel, Arena McShane, and Elba Wangerly. So ladies and gentlemen, that was it for this race. We are going to move on for race number 6. So you will probably see that race appear in a few hours time, and otherwise you will see it tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then for race number 6 here in the Dascar Red Bull Knockout Series Season 6 2016 here on Ziggo Sports.